What's poppin', everyone? Captain Blue Scale Poseidon here. Here is part 2 of the battles of the Prove It battles between AquaLuna and I. Good friends, good rivals, but sometimes you just gotta prove where your skills are. And no other way to prove it than, playing it out. So, we decided for our Monotype battles would be water versus water, since we both are avid water gym leaders. We love water type Pokemon. It is the best type in our personal opinion. I know you guys will debate, no, flying is better or normal is better. Nah, water's where it's at, to me. But anyway, without further ado, it is Mono Water versus Mono Water. Let's start the show. There will be a double battle between water versus water as well, so stay tuned. So, he's going to lead with his Lantern. I'm going to go ahead and lead with my Swampert. Them guns, though, because Swampert loves to flex them guns. And, of course, Lantern's holding that air balloon. I'm a Mega Swampert. Well, my Swampert's a Mega Swampert because, Mega Swampert's actually, believe it or not, it is my favorite Mega. Just how it looks aesthetically, it's like a bodybuilder. On top of that, it gets Swift Swim, which I'm like, this is exactly what Swampert needed. It's gonna go for Skull to hope to get the burn. Luckily, no burn at all. I'm not dealing with that, so I'm gonna switch out my Rotom and go for my Pelipper. And of course, it's named Swallower. I know some of my nicknames can be inappropriate, but I don't care. Anyway, he's going to switch out his Lantern for Gyarados. Of course, it's going to take the rock damage. I'm going to go ahead and stay in. It's going to go for the Flying MZ this time. It's going to go for Pelipper. Wow, why am I saying Rotom for? But it's cool. So, Supersonic Sky Strike is going straight for my Pelipper. So, let's see how much damage this does. This does about, I want to say, a little bit over half. Ooh, almost KOing it. I'm going straight for the Hurricane. And the Confusion. Now, this is where I believe I'm taking a gamble here. No, I am actually going to call it back because that is definitely an illogical choice. I'm going to switch it for Spitz, my Kingdra. It's going to attack, and I believe it hurts itself in Confusion. So, I'm going to go in for a Draco Meteor. Even though that's a little overkill, I really don't have anything else for Gyarados. And I just want the guaranteed knockout. So, there you have it. My Swift Swim, Specs, Kingdra. Gotta bring out a Azumarill. I'm like, ooh, I really don't want to stand for that either. So, rock damage, of course. I'm going to go ahead and switch out for, I believe I swapped out for my Pelipper because you know what? I thought, I don't feel the need for any more Pelipper action, so I'm going to let it fall. It was either that or I was going to have multiple Sacrificial Lambs because Azumarill potentially can bot my entire team, but I'm going to bring out my Gyarados, aka You Gotta Die. Gyarados is the mascot of Blue Scale Guild. So he's going to bring out his Lantern. Why am I saying Rotom? But anyway, I'm going to go straight for the Dragon Dance, which was a little risky. And, of course, I'm not going to risk any electric moves like a Volt Switch, so I'm going to bring back Swampert, because why not? And he goes for the Thunder Wave, which I questioned that a bit, but not my place. But what I've done is went straight for the Sludge Wave. A lot of people are thinking, wait a minute, why Sludge Wave? You know what? Fairies, that's why. And went for Scald again. Gladly, I am not burned. So I'm going straight for that Earthquake to take out Rotom. Because I am not Rotom. Lantern! Wow, wow. Okay. No more Rotom talk. This is all about Lantern being knocked out by Earthquake. Now he brings out his Greninja. which I believe this is just a Protean Greninja, while mine's Ash. Actually, no, this one is a Protean. My Greninja is a Protean as well. But I'm bringing back my Swampert because it's just going to get bopped. So I'm bringing out Spitz again. And he's going straight for Ice Beam. So it's going to do neutral damage. But if I'm not mistaken, I do believe that the Greninja is Scarfed. So I'm going to bring out my Keldeo, aka Clip Clop. So it's going to go ahead and use Ice Beam again. It's not very effective. And I'm just going to go for the... Oh, it's going to go for Extra Sensory. And I was like, oh shit, I forgot it gets that move. So it gets bopped by Extra Sensory. So that was a bad play on my move. So I bring out my Greninja, aka Naruto. I know it's a bad nickname, but I don't care. But anyway, he's going to switch out to his Volcanion. I'm like, okay, this Pokemon can potentially knock out my team. So I'm going to go straight for Dark Pulse because that's the only move that I have on it that it resists. I'm going to call it back because there's no point in me keeping it there. I'm going to bring out Kingdra again. And of course, Earth Power comes in. And Spitz barely lives. And goes for a Draco Meteor onto Volcanion. That Specs boosted Draco Meteor. Down goes Volcanion. So now he brings out a Azumarill. And I know another Play Rough is coming in. But I'm going to switch out. I believe I brought out Gyarados this time, which I did. Going to go for Play Rough. Play Rough does a significant amount of damage. So this is where I took the huge gamble. He switches out because I was thinking another Play Rough was coming in, but he brings out his Bruxish. So that gave me the opportunity to set up with Dragon Dance. So I guarantee myself the speed boost and the attack boost. But now this is where things go downhill for AquaLuna. I'm going to go ahead and use Supersonic Sky Strike to show him this is why you don't mess with You Gonna Die. You see a Gyarados, you gonna die. You see it use Dragon Dance, he's gonna pretty much say, you gonna die now. And of course, my Gyarados happens to be a Moxie Gyarados as well, so I would get that Moxie boost, plus 1 speed, plus 2 attack. I could potentially sweep his entire team. He brings out Greninja. I thought it was Scarfed, but it is not Scarfed. It is actually, if I'm not mistaken, it's either Sashed or no, it's not Orbed. I think it's Sashed. But anyway, I'm going to go straight for the Earthquake because that's good coverage. It resists Bounce. Well, no, it doesn't resist Bounce. I don't want a 2-turn move. It resists Waterfall. I'm going to go for Earthquake because that's more coverage. And I get a Moxie boost. And his last Pokemon being a Azumarill. Earthquake would be the only option at this point after taking rock damage. But I'm going to go for Bounce because you know what? Why not? You want to use Belly Jump? Perfectly fine with me. But I'm going to go straight for the Bounce. And bounce right on the Azumarill and knockout. And that is the end of the first Monotype game in singles. Now, I've proven that I'm good at against him, water versus water, I've proven my point in singles. Let's see how he fares in doubles. So this is the final battle of the Prove It battles. So he's bringing out his Pelipper and Manaphy. I'm going to bring out my Water-type team, Bullfrag and Greninja this time because you know what? I know that he'll expect my Rotom combo. So I'm going to start off with getting the rain out. Well, he's going to get the rain out too. It don't matter who got the rain. But I'm going to go for a Helping Hand because I need to take out that Manaphy. That thing is going to be a problem. So, a Helping Hand boosted with Darkium Z. That I believe the move is called Black Hole Eclipse. Yep, Black Hole Eclipse. Right on to the Manaphy slot. And of course, Invisible Sash gets the tail glow off. And then of course it's going to use U-turn on Greninja, dealing a decent amount of damage. But if I'm not mistaken, it swaps over to his Kingdra? No, switches over to a Azumarill. Which I'm curious on that one. So I'm going to go for the Water Shuriken onto Manaphy because I ain't, nope, not going to risk any of that. Take it down, not Mega Evolve. I'm going to become Ash Greninja. Well, not I'm. Greninja's going to become Ash Greninja. But, of course, what I'm going to do to that Azumarill is use Hypnosis. So now it is just sitting there. So now he's going to bring out his Swampert. And then, of course, Swampert's going to Mega Evolve. I personally don't like Shiny Swampert at all, to tell you the truth, because that color scheme is just, no, that's an ugly color scheme. So I'm going to use Helping Hand with Greninja, and I'm going to go straight for Water Shuriken onto the Swampert slot. And then, of course, it's going to get the Stone Edge on Politoed. It's going to deal about close to half. Azumarill's still asleep, so that's good on my part. Then, of course, I'm going to go for another Helping Hand, because I really need to take down this Swampert here for my plan to work. Azumarill wakes up, it goes for the Play Rough right onto my Greninja. Down goes Greninja, which is perfect. This is perfect here. So, how I'm going to play this move here is go into my Rotom. Politoed's job is done. Oh, he's going to bring out his Kingdra as well. So, I'm going to go ahead and stay in. Draco Meteor is going into my Politoed. And Politoed lives off of 5 HP. That Politoed of mine is super bulky. I'm going to use Volt Switch onto Azumarill, dealing almost 3/4 and a critical hit. And switch over to my Volcanion, because that's probably the only Pokemon I have that's bulky enough for it to deal with it. And then, of course, I use Hypnosis, and it misses. Play Rough's not going to be very effective on Volcanion, because it is a Fire type. I'm going to switch out Bullfrag, and I'm going to go straight into my Swampert, aka Muscles, because Muscles likes to flex them guns. And of course, Ice Beam's going to go on to Swampert, not dealing much damage. I'm using Sludge Bomb onto Azumarill, and Azumarill faints. And of course, now he brings out his Greninja. But the difference is mine's Ash, his is Protean. So he's going to bring out his Pelipper. I don't know why he brought Pelipper this soon, but that's fine. I'm going to bring out my Mega Swampert now. So it's getting that Swift Swim. It's going to be the one to attack first, more than likely. But I'm going to go ahead and protect because I see an obvious play here. He's going to go for my Swampert. And of course, I go for Steam Eruption into the Greninja slot. And Invisible Sashes this game. Seriously. I'm going to go straight for Rock Slide. Down goes Greninja. Pelipper takes a decent amount of damage. Pelipper uses Hurricane because remember, while Rain's up, Hurricane does not miss. And of course, Volcanion goes for Stone Edge, dealing a good amount of damage. Rain is gone, so either way, Kingdra will still be the fastest Pokemon out, but he has no more weather. He's going to go for Draco Meteor onto my Swampert, which I don't know if that was actually a wise move or not, because now you have no way of switching out. Anyway, I go for the Rock Slide. Pelipper uses Scald onto Swampert. Swampert's out. And Volcanion uses Sludge Bomb onto the Kingdra. And to make matters worse for Kingdra, you just negged yourself 2 special attack, and you're poisoned. So you got 2 problems. So I'm going to go ahead and bring out Smiles, because why not? And I am going to actually switch out my Volcanion, because I don't want to damage my Pokemon, or get them paralyzed. I'm going to bring out my Sea King. And I'm going to go ahead and hit the Discharge button. Down goes Kingdra, down goes Pelipper. And of course, I will be putting AquaLuna's Twitch channel on the description as well. Definitely check him out. He's a great battler. And there you guys have it. This is the part 2 of the Prove It battle. So I have actually shown you the OU battles, and I've shown you the 2 Monotype. So proving my point. This is what I welcome to all challengers. If you guys want to battle, find me on Twitch, and we'll do the damn thing. But in the meantime, this is Captain Blue Scale Poseidon signing out. Everyone have a good day and a Happy New Year. Peace!